St. Louis Scott Gallagher. With a history rich in personal and player development, St. Louis Scott Gallagher is drawing on its past to touch the future.
It's not just about developing our players, it's also connecting with our community.
The Living Legacy Scholarship Fund has been set up to honor the players who have gone before us, to provide an ongoing legacy of full club scholarships. With your help, a minimum of 5 scholarships will be awarded each season, according to our club values of unity, humility, passion, respect, and tradition.
Those values are things that as kids learn them and it becomes part of their DNA, we think that it not only helps them to be better players, but will help them to be better students and better people as they continue to grow throughout the club.
Each Living Legacy Fund scholarship will honor and remember one of 5 very special people and players. Joe Greene.
He was on the left side of the field, left wing, and a couple defenders came at him. He beat them both. Goalie came sliding out. Joe cut the ball around him, tucked it calmly into the goal, and Jeff Micah, who coaches the team with me, turned and said, "Wow, that was some good work," because it was a really good goal.
Joe is Joe. I mean, it's the smile, it's the personality. Joe was given some God-gifted talents, whether it's in school, whether it's in sports, whether it's in life, or hanging out with his friends. He used those God-gifted talents to make an impact, positive impact in these people's lives.
He scored a lot of goals for a little kid, and he never celebrated. He would just put his head down and jog back. He was very much a team player.
He was just such a big part of our team. He was, one of the best players. He probably was the best player on our team, and he was. I've played with him since we started the team, so I've been with him the whole time. And when he left, it was like you just lost one of the really good friends, and it was hard to go through. But our team just came together, and we got through it.
Ryan Simmons.
Scott Gallagher was like a family to him. He grew up without a father, and I raised him by myself, so the coaches were like father figures to him. It was a big part of his life. He loved it.
Who's the big kid in the middle with the big hair? He was a funny kid, always about fun. So when I always say the big kid in the middle with the big hair, it was more of a big presence.
Well, he was 14 years old, I was coaching, and he cut his eye really bad. Blood was coming down. They stitched him up there on the spot. He got 5 or 6 stitches in the spot, and the trainer wouldn't let him go in, and Ryan said, "I'm going back in."
My phone rang and it was Ken. He's like, "Can we put Ryan in?" I'm like, yeah, put him in. So he went in and actually scored the winning goal.
Colin Fahrenkamp.
The cool thing about this club was that it had an identity that they could tie into and live with. They could really say, I'm going to take this thing that is this club and this uniform that I wear and honor it.
He loved young children. He would come into my classroom and, of course, sit down and engage with them immediately and have fun. And then he would come home and make fun of me mercilessly of, singing all the songs that I sang to my children and make fun of me. But he would say to me, "Mom, that's really cool what you're doing."
Not only was Colin a very good player, he also was a very good individual. I know that is the mission of St. Louis Scott Gallagher. Not only do we want to develop good technical soccer players, but we also, more importantly, want to develop good, sound citizens. And Colin certainly exemplified that.
I know that he's looking down on me and the spirit that he's given me, and I think that's a spirit that can be transcended into younger children. The children who are upcoming, and they are the future of soccer and the future of our world. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of that piece that his legacy is a part of.
Bobby Rhine.
Bobby brought a lot of energy, a lot of skill, a lot of passion, a lot of toughness to the game.
He cares about all his teammates. He wasn't, whether you were the best player or the 24th player on the roster, Bobby was the guy that always kind of went out of his way to make you feel part of the group and let you know that your role within the group was valued.
When all of us get in this game, either as a player or a coach, we want to leave the game a little bit better than when we got into it. And Bobby definitely did that.
Kevin Lindsey.
He was a very dedicated player. You know, you could already tell even U9, 10, 11 that he was going to be a very good player.
We won 3-2. Kevin scored 2 goals, stole the ball at midfield, went in on a breakaway, and scored a goal that put us into the championship. You know, you score 2 goals, you're the star of the game, right? You know, you got the 2 goals, you scored the winning goal, but not with Kevin. On the way home, he said, "Dad, that's not important to me. I don't care about being the star. I just want to be a part of something."
24 U.S. national team players, 27 national age group championships, 62 professionals. The Living Legacy Fund, where St. Louis Scott Gallagher's past touches the future.